Okay, y'all, listen. I'm back, and honey, do I have some tea for you today? We need to talk about what just went down with the Braxton family because I did my research, I got the receipts, and baby, this is messy. We're talking about Tamar Braxton and her sister Towanda. $50,000, lies, bankruptcy filings, and sisters who supposedly have each other's backs. But really, they threw Tamar right under the bus. So before we get into this chaos, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and buckle up because this ride is wild. Now, before I even start filming this video, Tamar claiming she gave Towanda $50,000 for a house down payment, and Towanda straight up lied about it. The sisters knew the truth and threw Tamar under the bus. That's exactly what happened here. Tony, Trina, all of them. They knew what Towanda did, and they still made Tamar look like she was crazy, like she was lying, like she was the problem. But baby, I got proof. So let's get into it. Now this right here, Tamar said on the show that she paid for Towanda's down payment on a house. And guess what? I went and found the property. I pulled up Realtor.com, I got the listing, and this is the same house they feature on their reality show. This ain't made up. This ain't gossip. This is a real property, a real transaction, and real money that Tamar gave to her sister. But here's where it gets nasty, y'all. Tamar has been open about her mental health struggles, right? She's been transparent, she's been vulnerable. So for her sisters to sit there and act like she's making this up, that's adding unnecessary stress to someone who's already going through it. That's cruel. And Tony and Trina, they know the truth, but they chose to side with Towanda anyway. Make it make sense. So on the show, Tamar says, "I paid your down payment." And according to Tamar, Towanda thanked her. She acknowledged it. She confirmed she got the money.
So my thing, I know where you live because I put down your down payment.
You sure did. Thank you so much for that.
And now that you got this little accident, give me my money back. That was not a gift.
But now Towanda's acting brand new, talking about it was a gift and all this other nonsense. Girl, please. And here's what really gets me. The host of this breakdown called Towanda broke and a klepto, suggesting she basically scammed her own sister. And you know what? After seeing these receipts, I'm starting to believe it. Because Tamar even said Towanda came into some money from a lawsuit or accident settlement, but still never paid her back. Like, you got your coins, sis, but you can't pay back your sister who helped you when you were down? That's foul.
Yes, it was, but it's okay.
You didn't. Towanda told me her lender needed to see the money in her account and that she was waiting on a check and she would be giving me my money back. I was reluctant, but I said, okay.
Now let me break down the real estate part for y'all, because this is where the lies really start to unravel. When you're buying a house, okay, all your funds need to be verified. They need to be sitting in your account before you can close on that property. You can receive gifts from family members, but the lender needs to see documentation, where the money came from, who gave it to you, all of that. So if Tamar gave Towanda $50,000, that was most likely a temporary loan to show proof of funds, not a gift like Towanda's claiming now. You see how that works? Towanda's whole "it was a gift" story doesn't even line up with how real estate transactions work. The math ain't mathing, honey.
Thank you so much.
You said I will pay you back the next day, and then you listed me as a creditor.
Oh my God.
And here's where it gets even wilder. Tamar said Towanda promised to pay her back the very next day. The next day. But she lied. And then, oh, this is the kicker. Tamar later found out she was listed as a creditor in Towanda's bankruptcy filing.
But I said, okay.
Thank you so much.
You said I will pay you back the next day, and then you listed me as a creditor.
Now, y'all, let me tell you something about bankruptcy fraud. Some people, and I'm not saying Towanda did this, but some people will list somebody as a creditor in their bankruptcy just to erase the debt. You know what that means? They don't have to pay you back. The debt gets wiped clean, and you're just out of your money. It's a whole scam tactic.
God, thank you so much.
So now it was a gift.
Oh,
so I give away
wow.
$50,000.
Now I got the receipts right here, and I'm showing y'all the bankruptcy documents with Tamar's name listed in the filing. This confirms everything Tamar said was true. This isn't he said, she said anymore. This is documented, filed with the court, public record. And look at this timeline, y'all. Towanda bought the house in 2018. She filed for bankruptcy in April 2019. That's barely a year later. So you mean to tell me she took her sister's $50,000, bought a house, then filed bankruptcy and listed Tamar as a creditor to avoid paying her back? If that's not a calculated scam, I don't know what is. It really looks like Towanda never intended to pay her sister back from the jump.
It was $50,000?
So Tamar gave me money for my down payment in 2018. She gave me $35,000.
Now here's another thing that's been bugging me. Tamar says $50,000, but Towanda claims it was only $35,000. Girl, you know what could explain that difference? Interest. If you borrowed money in 2018 and we're talking about it now in 2024 or 2025 with interest, that $35,000 could easily be $50,000.
Receipts. It was absolutely a gift. And it wasn't that I approached her. She said, but you know, I want to help you get your...
But the main point is, Tamar had proof she was supposed to be repaid. This wasn't a gift. And for Towanda to sit there and say, oh, it was a gift, when there's literal bankruptcy paperwork proving otherwise, that's a bold-faced lie. That's gaslighting your own sister.
It's like, okay. And that's just something that we used to do as sisters, help each other.
And let's talk about the family dynamics and this jealousy situation, because, it's deep. Towanda tried to flip the script and claim that Tamar offered to help her, not that she asked for help. Like, she's trying to make it seem like Tamar was being controlling or whatever. But hold on, this is the same sister who Tamar has helped repeatedly. Tamar was paying Tawanda's phone bills, y'all, and not just one phone line. According to the T, Towanda was using Tamar's credit card for multiple lines. We're talking up to 6 phone lines on Tamar's card. 6, who does that? That's not borrowing, that's using your sister.
But now that I know what I know, I wouldn't have accepted it.
Tony, did she pay you?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so let's talk about the phone. I got me a new phone, and I called you, and I said, this other phone is about to be cut off because I took my credit card off because I found out that Towanda...
And here's what really makes my blood boil. Towanda got the audacity to act like the victim, like Tamar's the bad guy for calling out the theft. Because yes, that's what it is, theft! Tamar should have pressed charges, real talk. But you know what the other sisters did? Trina, Tony, and even their mother, Evelyn? They defended Towanda. They took her side.
Staying in your condo, her and...
Yes, he did. He did.
No, he didn't.
And there was even talk about them wanting to call the police on Tamar, on the person who got robbed. Make that make sense. How are you protecting the thief and villainizing the victim? It's giving jealousy, it's giving favoritism, it's giving dysfunction. Now Towanda tried to deflect by bringing up how Tony Braxton asked about Tamar staying in her condo. Okay, and let me tell you the difference, sis. There's a difference between asking your sister about staying in a property and stealing cash and credit cards.
Has been using my credit card to pay her phone bill.
My phone bill?
Now, Tony,
Beautiful.
so what happened?
One is a conversation, the other is a crime. You can't compare the two. It's not the same energy, it's not the same level. And bringing it up just makes you look more guilty because you're trying to distract from your own mess. And you know what kills me about Tony and Trina? They knew. They knew Towanda stole Tamar's credit card and they still defended her. Like, how do you know your sister is a thief and you still take her side? Tony even admitted on the show, I remember she said that, confirming that she knew about the credit card situation. So they all knew the truth and chose to protect Towanda instead of holding her accountable. That's not family, that's enabling. That's being complicit. And Tony's reaction? Girl, she had this little smirk on her face talking about family helps each other. Oh, so stealing is helping now? Taking $50,000? Filing bankruptcy to avoid paying it back? Racking up charges on your sister's credit card? That's helping? No, ma'am, that's called taking advantage. And Tony's smug little attitude about it proves that this family has some serious loyalty issues. They'd rather protect the person doing wrong than stand up for the person who got wronged. But let me tell you what Tamar said that gave me chills. She said, "You don't want to go blow for blow with me. I know where the bodies are buried." Now that is a warning. That tells me Tamar has more receipts, more proof, more secrets that these sisters don't want to come out. She's basically saying, I've been quiet, I've been nice, but if you keep pushing me, I will expose everything. And honestly, after seeing how they did her dirty, I hope she does. Because they made her look like a liar when she was telling the truth the whole time. So let me wrap this up with a final recap because I am not about to let Tamar be labeled a liar when she has the proof. I showed you Towanda's bankruptcy filing with Tamar listed as a creditor. Let's go through the timeline one more time. Towanda buys the house in 2018 using Tamar's $50,000. She files for bankruptcy in April 2019 and lists Tamar as a creditor to erase the debt. She steals credit cards and racks up charges. And the sisters? They stay silent. They protect Towanda instead of defending Tamar. And why? Jealousy, bias, whatever twisted family politics they got going on. My final take on all of this? The Braxton sisters, Tony, Trina, and especially Towanda, betrayed Tamar, period. Towanda is a scammer, a thief, and a jealous sister who couldn't stand to see Tamar doing better than her. And instead of calling her out, the family enabled her. Tamar's side of the story matches the receipts, matches the public records, matches the evidence. The sisters knew the truth and still threw Tamar under the bus, and that's the most disgusting part of all. And you know what else really bothers me about this whole situation? The way they tried to gaslight Tamar on national television. Like, imagine being in Tamar's position. You help your sister when she's struggling, you give her $50,000 that you worked hard for, and then not only does she not pay you back, but she files bankruptcy to legally erase the debt. That's not just shady, that's diabolical. That's premeditated! And then your whole family backs her up and makes you look like you're the crazy one? That's emotional abuse, y'all. That's manipulation at its finest. And let's keep it real for a second. We all know Tamar has been the most successful out of all the sisters career-wise, outside of Tony. She's had hit songs, she's been on television, she's made her money. And you know what comes with success? Jealousy from people who are supposed to love you. I truly believe that's what this is about. Towanda couldn't stand seeing Tamar doing well while she was struggling. So she saw an opportunity to take advantage and she took it. And when Tamar finally called her out, the family circled the wagons around Towanda instead of doing what's right. What message does that send? It tells Tamar, your money is good enough for us, but your feelings don't matter. Your truth doesn't matter. We'd rather protect the person who wronged you than stand up for what's right. That's toxic. That's not what family is supposed to be about. Family is supposed to hold each other accountable, not enable bad behavior just because you share the same blood. And I want to address something else real quick. Some people might say, well, it's just family drama, they'll work it out. No, this isn't just drama, this is fraud. This is theft! These are crimes that Tamar could have prosecuted Towanda for. The only reason she didn't is because she loved her sister and didn't want to see her in legal trouble. But instead of appreciating that grace, instead of being grateful that Tamar didn't press charges, Towanda had the nerve to lie about it publicly and act like she's innocent. That takes a special kind of audacity, y'all. So that's the tea, y'all. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, drop a comment letting me know what you think because I want to hear if y'all think I'm wrong. I'll be back with more Braxton drama breakdowns. But for now, I'm out. Stay messy, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next one.